What's up, guys? I'm Keanu,
I'm Josh.
and this is the Hat Trick Podcast. What is today? It is Tuesday,
The 22nd, January.
January 22nd, 2019. And we got not breaking news. Chris Brown fucking sucks.
We're just going into it.
Yeah, we're just gonna go into it. A lot of you guys who don't know, sorry, we're shaking. We don't have our stand again, so we. I think I literally mentioned that the time before that we were not gonna forget it again, but we did, and
So we're using shoe boxes.
yeah, some shoe boxes. But no, this whole thing, man, is just so insane to me. Like, I don't like diving into that type of stuff, but it really kind of shows you that you gotta. I don't even know what to say to it. It's just fucking disgusting to me. It's like, first you're beating people, then
Why am I laughing?
yeah, then you're doing like these crazy acts towards people. Now you're raping people. It's like, something's got to give, celebrity or not. You gotta. You can't do that, and that's it. What sucks even more. It's like the only reason why this is a big deal and why we're like so on the fence about what's gonna happen to him is because he's famous. Like, if I did something like that, I wouldn't have raped anyone, because as soon as I beat somebody, I would have been in jail for life. I would have been put through the ringer.
I'm white. I generally think I would have got the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, but, yeah, I don't know. It kind of goes back to, why do we always tie everything into sports?
Yeah.
I have no life. That's why. It kind of goes back to Greg Hardy.
Yeah.
Situation.
Yeah, the Greg Hardy thing, man.
Like when Ariel was talking to him, he's like, yeah, I made mistakes. That's not a mistake. That's a personality trait.
Yeah, that's something
that's who you are. You don't just hit up a female.
Yeah, especially with, like, not even if you're raised. Not saying anything about the Hardy family, but yeah, that's it's just a personality trait, because surely you were raised not to do that.
Yeah.
And then here you go, and you just put your hands on a woman. It's like, that's crazy. There are some situations where, like, you don't even do, like, man-to-man contact. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it.
It racks my brain. I have no respect for him.
Yeah, and then the knee.
It kind of showed, though.
Yeah, it showed a lot.
The bitch in him came out, for sure.
Him and Chris, man, like, this kind of ties in together. It's like any type of disrespect, period. I was going to say any type of physical disrespect, but emotionally and mentally is just as bad. But, physical disrespect is just crazy to me. And the fact that, like, Greg Hardy and Chris Brown have done it. There's a lot of other celebrities who've done it. And, I still kind of stick to the guns as far as it's a personality trait. I think it's something that can be controlled, just because there are a lot of people who are, doing the right steps to have it never happen again. There's a few, like I said, there are a lot of celebrities who've done it, but a lot of, which obviously means, celebrities also equals people. A lot of celebrities, a lot of people have done it, and they genuinely feel terrible, and they work on not doing that again. I don't like diving into the whole politics, science of it, but as far as somebody who kind of makes up my own conclusions based on, just basic understanding, I kind of feel it, which makes it even worse, because, like, you have all these people who are handling themselves, and then you got these two dickheads who just,
and many more like them too. I have, like, zero respect for anyone that puts their hands on a woman, just coming from, like, growing up in that sort of environment.
Yeah,
just zero respect.
I get that for sure. And seeing mine was the opposite. My parents praised each other. They never did that. I don't think they really ever argued around me either. I know they argued a lot, but I don't even think they did it around me. It's just instilled discipline of, like...
I don't think I've ever seen your mom and dad argue either.
I don't think so.
We've known each other for, like, almost 10 years.
Yeah.
If not 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah, about 10 years. crazy times.
Insane.
Yeah, but dude, speaking of like Greg Hardy and all that crap, the stupid ass knee, Cejudo, bro.
I know. I guess we'll dive in.
Cejudo.
Gold medalist.
gold medal knockout. No, it wasn't like a knockout, but I mean, still, I did not see it like that.
What do you think about the stoppage?
I did not. I'm on the fence about it. I think it should have been stopped.
Yeah.
Just because, like we were saying, when the fight actually was occurring, he was getting dropped, spinning around, getting dropped, spinning around. I think that's just gonna happen a couple more times, and then it was Starch City. You know, you were throwing him in the dry cleaners.
Yeah, it was early round too.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying that. Well, we came back from getting knocked out worse than that with Cody and everything, and then
yeah, and I agree with them. The only thing is
he was
with
also
that,
saved by the bell. Too.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. He was saved by the bell,
and he didn't just go for that cut. Like, he looked disgusting going in.
Yeah, that's
like,
very true.
Cutting to 135 and cutting to 125, the extra 25 pounds.
Yeah, it's a champ. Like I said, it's a on the mix thing. Like, you brought up every point that I was gonna say as far as why it should have been stopped, and the only real point I have for why it shouldn't have been is, it's true. Saved by the bell or not, he was hurt a lot more before. A lot of people like to throw the Diego Brandao thing or the John Dodson thing into it, but that was a long time ago. You know, that's not even part of the conversation.
I don't even think.
And they're champs.
Yeah.
And they're champions. I feel like as a champion, you would want to get starched. Obviously, nobody wants that, as far as your corner and the refs and everything like that. But you know, you should push it maybe just a little bit more. Like I said, maybe 2 or 3 times, 2 or 3 more punches would have put him out. Maybe 1 or 2 more. You could have slid in there. You know, let it happen. See how things went.
Yeah.
But
like,
I'm very comfortable with the stoppage, regardless.
I am too.
I defend everything. I like to really state both points of every story.
Yeah.
But I personally agree with the stoppage.
I do too. Like, I was like listening to everyone, like Kenny Flory, Matt Serra, a bunch of people don't agree with it and stuff. But I see their point, and I was like, man, am I agreeing with the stoppage just because I hate TJ so much? Or is it like a legit thing?
It could be. Then he went.
Applejack. I want Applejack.
You watched Applejack?
No, I want her. I want.
My daughter is.
I want it.
Here.
I want it. Want it.
You watched it?
No.
She wants it.
Oh, you want it?
And the corn.
Your Applejack?
Yeah.
I'm a brony. If some of you guys couldn't put 2 and 2 together, Applejack is her favorite from My Little Pony.
Oh.
She'll be the guest next week. It'll be fine.
She didn't want legit Apple Jacks?
No. What, do you think we can afford Applejacks? All those have GM on the side. Every cereal in my house is generic.
Not that one. The
Pops?
No.
The Pops?
No, the chocolate cereal.
The Cocoa Crispers?
Wait.
You talking
Okay.
about the
Never mind.
Never mind. the
Fair
Cocoa
enough.
Crispers?
Fair enough.
Yeah, but then TJ went and bronered it. This, man, you know,
Yeah, that's what made me mad too.
Yeah, it's been fine. It's like, no. I mean, you may have been fine, but like, it's just be humble in defeat. Just accept what you have. You know, I would definitely be upset. I would definitely be mad. I would definitely voice my opinion, but I wouldn't be so factual about it. You know, I'd be like, oh man, you know, I could have gone longer. Because that's true. You know, we all thought, you know, he wasn't wobbly. He wasn't doing this, that, whatever. But he was just like, I don't even know. The way he said it just was so irritating to me.
Everything about him's irritating. He's become so arrogant.
Yeah, that is true.
Like, ever since knocking out Cody, even before that, he was getting that way.
Yeah, that's very true.
With the whole Uriah thing, but
That's what happens when you beat the best in the world twice, Renan Barão.
Yeah,
I guess that's what happens when it gets to your head.
He was still like he was. I didn't like how he did Alpha Male, like leaving and everything, and thought that was shady. But I mean, he wasn't as annoying as he is now. Like he wasn't as arrogant until he knocked out Cody the first time.
I think he got a check, a reality check over at Alpha Male. Like not necessarily as in they were beating him up or anything, but just if he was getting a little out of hand, Uriah or somebody would be like, hey.
Yeah.
You know,
Set him on the right career
Pump
path.
the brakes. Pump the brakes.
Now you got Dwayne Ludwig just sucking him off all the time.
Yeah. I lost a lot of respect for Dwayne for that because I understand, like TJ leaving. Like, I don't understand it, but like I would get if that was the sense and Dwayne had his hands in the air, like, whoa, I just asked him.
Yeah.
But for him to kind of fuel the fire is
My
what
thing
made me
is,
lose
he
respect.
got paid for it because, like, you and me know that, like, to get the best training, sometimes you gotta leave. You gotta go to different camps.
Yeah,
but, like,
110%.
Like all the rumors and stuff, him lying about it, and then getting paid from a muscle farm to go to Dwayne's camp. And there was like a bunch of shady stuff around it.
There's a lot of political things at work there.
Like Barbosa just left Mark Henry and went back to ATT.
Yeah,
But
which ended up working out for
Yeah, I
him.
know
You saw
you-
the Dan Hooker fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, which ended up working out for him. Sometimes you need that. Sometimes you got to go old school. Sometimes you need something new.
Yeah, and you see like how Frankie and Eddie, they're like, oh, we're so proud of him and stuff after the Dan Henderson fight.
Yeah.
So I mean, that just goes back to it. Like if TJ would have handled himself a different way and left, I still think that
In good standing.
yeah,
and everything.
like Paige.
Yeah.
Paige fights for a String Couture maybe. I don't remember what Chael Sonnen's gym is in Oregon, but they're teammates.
Yeah.
And like everyone from Alpha Male always praises her every time she does anything.
Yeah, because she's great, and
Yeah.
her performance was
And she left.
fantastic.
Yeah, she
it
left
was
Alpha
really
Male on
good.
good terms too. So.
Yeah, it was real good. Just that exchange, the whole wrestling exchange was really good, really impressive.
They're very high level. I didn't realize that Rachel was that high level. Paige, she's scrappy, but you can tell she pulls off things out of like the blue.
Yeah, out of the
submissions
blue,
and stuff.
which always throws me off, especially from like fighting experience. It's like the older I get and the longer I study and get into it, the more I kind of realize like, man, a lot of this stuff ain't luck. Like if you're pulling this stuff out, it's because you were like, all right, I somehow trained for this random position where it's like a north-south choke, but my leg's over here and the ref's over here, so I'm gonna kick off his knee and get this. It's like eventually when you pull stuff out like that, you kind of realize that a lot of these people who are just pulling submissions out of nowhere, it's actually like skill at some point, because you just think about it. You have to just think about it.
She said that that heel hook that she had her in the fight was like super tight, and she usually taps out a lot of people, but Rachel was fought out of it and she was super flexible. She said most females, like I don't know if this is true, but she said most females are more flexible than guys for the most part, like even
I
like,
believe it.
in ankle locks and stuff. So like she taps out like male training partners and stuff with
males.
it because it's harder for.
Well, I mean, flexibility or not, Rachel's just tough.
She is.
Rachel is tough. Like that whole arm thing, it had to pop before she tapped.
I know.
She had to Mira Noguera. She had to do that. She was like, you better, Ricky Bobby, you know what, you better break this arm.
Oh my god.
And then Paige did. I don't even know the full details of that. Did she end up actually breaking it?
No, yeah, she broke it.
Okay, she ended up actually breaking it?
In the post fight, it was pretty heartbreaking. Rachel
Yeah.
was kind of tore up about it, and she was in a sling already.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I know sometimes people like hear a pop and and it's really not that bad, but then there are times where it's like, okay, no,
Yeah, no, she broke it.
Yeah, you made that forearm a two arm.
Yeah. Really?
He saw it just like what Cerrone did to Mike, what I was hoping he was doing to Alexander, but Cerrone, God, dude,
Proud of him, man.
Cerrone just went
2-0 since he's leaving Greg Jackson.
Yeah, leaps and bounds, and the debut was against the Greg Jackson guy.
I know. Do you know Mike Perry's back in Florida though?
Oh, is he? Oh yeah, he's back with his ex.
Jacare Souza and all that.
Yeah, isn't that where his ex is? D or whatever.
Yes.
Isn't she there too, or was she with?
No,
Correct.
she was in Florida as well. But I know that's where Jokere Souza trains at in Orlando, and probably some other people I can't think of.
Yeah, those Florida cats, man. Something's in the water with those Florida cats.
There's so many camps down there.
Yeah, something's in the water. It's just gyms opening up left and right.
Yeah, but back to this Cerrone thing. Dude, Cerrone looked great.
Yeah.
He came out.
Against the great, Alexander Hernandez, man. I got to give you props. You told me. You said that he was, real high level, this, that, whatever, and I kind of brushed it off. I was riding Cerrone a little bit. I was riding him a little hard, but when I saw that first little bit of exchange, it was like, okay, if you can respect Cerrone, you can definitely gain the respect of someone who's not getting hit by you.
Cerrone was like, yeah, man, he hits hard. He definitely tagged me in the first second. I was like, oh, wow, he does have power.
Yeah.
I had to step back for a second. And yeah, man, dude, he's literally the leader in every category in UFC. Most finishes, most head kicks, most fights.
Most wins.
Dude.
I wonder if he has
Crazy.
fight time, because, DJ had a lot of decisions.
Yeah, I don't think he has fight time. I think, doesn't GPS?
GSP?
GPS.
Yeah. I mean, we're getting somewhere.
Doesn't GSP have fight time? He did for a little bit, and Frank Yeager might now.
I know Frankie had a long one, but I don't know. I'm just thinking it's DJ because DJ didn't have layoffs like everyone else did.
Yeah.
Frankie had to take a little while off. BJ Penn obviously had a long time off.
And then George,
George just came back after 4 years.
And now he's gone again.
Yeah, now he's gone again.
2000, was that in 2018 they fought? Or was that
No, that was
2017?
2017.
See?
That was 17, my guy.
That does not even seem that long ago.
Yeah, because I got engaged that night. I got engaged that day.
Dude, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that seems so...
It seems quick.
That's
It seems like it
insane.
was not that long ago. But when you really think about it, no, it was forever ago.
Was that one of the end of the year cards?
No, it was the November 4th card.
November 4th?
Yeah, it was November.
Damn, dude, that's crazy.
Out there.
Dude,
Crazy
that
out
means
there.
Michael Bisping has been retired almost 2 years now. Well, 2 years in November.
No, about a little over a year, because he retired after the Kelvin Gastelum fight.
Yeah, but the Calvin fight was only like a couple weeks after the...
Oh, yeah, that's right. It was 2 weeks, so November. So this year it'll be 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this year he'll be retired for 2 years.
Insane.
That's
It doesn't seem like that.
It doesn't seem that long at all. No,
Crazy.
not at all.
What other fights we not talk about on the card? The Greg Hardy thing, we already did. It was super mediocre. Like the level of competition, the level of MMA skill showed in that fight was pathetic.
Yeah.
Not just on his part. Alan Crowder, I mean, he's 1-1 in the UFC now, but he's 1-1 because of a DQ.
Yeah.
Which, like, for that 7 minutes that he fought Greg, if it went to decision, I think he would have still won.
Yeah. I mean, it was definitely
Yeah.
it was definitely turning into a whooping.
Mm-hmm. He took him down and
Yeah, that's my son off camera, in case you didn't know.
Switch.
Yeah, Nintendo Switches, dude. It's insane. You have a Nintendo Switch.
I do.
What is the importance of a Nintendo Switch? Like, what does it do besides, like, take your TV with you? I don't get them. I'm not a gamer, as you guys can tell. I'm not.
I mean, honestly...
You won't see me on Mr. Beast YouTube videos ever.
Honestly, like, when I got mine, I was super excited for it.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played it this year. I haven't played it since, like, Thanksgiving, maybe? Or, no, way before that. I haven't played it in a really long time.
Oh, really?
No, since last September, I haven't touched it.
Oh, God.
Since I got my Spider-Man PS4. But, no, like, honestly, I like that you can bring it everywhere, but I've never brought it anywhere. I like the idea of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's dope, but I mean, like, I was one of those kids. I didn't really have a Game Boy. I didn't really...
See, I did. Like, I loved the Game Boy, and I loved the Nintendo exclusives, like Zelda and all that, which I have all those. And I think it's funner to play with friends than a PS4, sort of, depending on what game. But, like, they have Smash, they have Mario Kart, which I have, and a couple other games that are really cool. And I think their adventure games are a lot better than Sony's for the most part.
That's
But-
crazy. Are you familiar with DMT?
I just grab that half-eaten donut and take a bite of it.
Yeah, man, DMT. No, I don't know anything about it.
I don't
Honestly.
either.
I just know it's like a psychedelic drug. It's supposed to like have you more in tune with yourself or something like that. But
It's
big
like-
shout out to Joe Rogan. I'm definitely gonna start studying it because he talks about it.
Oh my
Him
gosh.
and Mike Tyson were like, it was one of the funniest conversations. Just because they're so down to earth. You know, they're so down to earth people.
Dude, Mike, he was talking about how his son wanted to start boxing before.
Oh.
And he was like, wait, you want to box? For what? You go to private school. You don't want to box. He was like, you go on European trips. You don't want to box. Get out of here.
Yeah, that's what. Sometimes,
real.
sometimes those private school kids are no joke, man. Like, I mean, my
No,
kid's
you gotta
not
be
a-
hungry to be world champion.
Yeah, to be world champion, but I mean, like, just to be skilled and stuff like that, or just to even like have an interest in it, because you got to think, GSP and BJ Penn, you know, they had a good beef and they talked about it. BJ lived a good life.
Yeah.
BJ was just sitting there on the beaches of Hawaii, just like he did it because he wanted to. He did it because he loved it.
Yeah.
You know, he had a really good upbringing, and like with my kid, you know, he's not in a private school or anything like that, you know, but he's not, you know, getting picked on. He's not getting bullied or
Yeah.
anything like that. He just really likes to box, and I think background shows your motivation, but I think you're just born with certain skill. I think it's just more common with underprivileged, just because I mean,
You're
like
fighting to get somewhere.
yeah, you know, like I said, it's motivation.
You're fighting
Skill
to get out of
alone.
the situation.
Yeah, skill alone can only get you so far. But if you're born with skill and you're hungry, that's one dangerous guy. That's GSP. That's Bisbing. That's
Bisbee was super poor though.
yeah, that's Jose. You
He was super
that's-
poor though too.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like
Oh,
when you have
okay.
that great skill,
Yeah.
but you also add hunger,
Mhm.
because like I said, BJ Penn. I'm trying to think of another one.
I don't
I'm
know
trying to think of
much
another one who's pretty. Weidman. Weidman was a champ. Great skill. He
Well, I feel
fluke
like,
or not, he took out the greatest middleweight in the world.
yeah, I feel
Luke
like
Rockhold.
MMA
I
though.
don't think he was very hard.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, I don't think he was.
I feel like MMA is different though, cause like it all stems from martial arts, and martial arts is like, it's just so much different than boxing. I feel like boxing is something that you do have to, like you're fighting to get out of somewhere. Cause most boxing gyms that I've ever been in, like Azteca and Guerrero's and all of them, they're like, how am I gonna say this and not offend people? They're very, they're very poor gyms.
Yeah.
Like not as in the quality of people or quality of coaches, but they're in like poverty-stricken areas.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's also based on the upbringing too. There's
Yeah.
a lot of gyms. I mean, there's a gym right here in Moore with a success rate. Like I said,
Yeah.
I think no matter what sport you're in,
Mhm.
you can never teach the skill.
Yeah.
But what makes the upbringing, the bad upbringing, such a significant story, is you got these people who could afford to get gear, who could afford to do the pay-to-play tournaments, the tournaments that you have to pay to get into.
Mhm.
You have all those people, and they're just getting by on their skill, because for whatever reason. But once you get to that big league and you have these people who literally never went to a tournament, never had their own gear, was constantly borrowing from the gym or their friends and stuff, when they are automatically humbled and hungry for that, that's what makes them dangerous.
Yeah.
You know, because it's just like you can't teach heart. I
Mhm.
think when you have a bad upbringing, you have to have heart. You know,
Yeah.
you got to have a completely different type of motivation. There's a difference between being rich and wanting to be the best in the world, and being poor and wanting to be the best in the world and making sure your family's taken care of.
Yeah. I think they're like wanting to be a champion, wanting to be good at anything. It takes something. Either you're fighting to get away from something, you're fighting because you have drive to be the best. You're scared. A lot of people are scared, not like physically scared,
Yeah.
but they don't want to be weak, like physically, emotionally. So they're fighting to feel strong.
Yeah. I
Like-
get that 100%.
Yeah, like a lot of the term, you've heard it, I'm assuming, in gyms, that like champions don't sleep on satin sheets.
Yeah.
Like Brendan said that when Brendan Schaub, he was asked about his son, and if he would ever,
Yeah.
if they would ever let him fight or whatever. And he's like, I'll let him do whatever he wants, but I mean, I don't think he'll want to.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're as rich as my kid is, you're not gonna.
Yeah, you're not gonna do a whole lot.
Yeah, you're not gonna need to do a whole lot.
Yeah.
He's
I
like,
get-
I'm gonna still teach him the value of hard work and stuff, but
Yeah.
he's not gonna have that drive.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to be. I'm by no means, stable, but if I ever got to that situation where I got a comfortable living, my kids are gonna earn everything. They have to.
Yeah. I don't know.
Mainly because I'm gonna be jealous too. I'm like, damn, you got a cell phone and you're 8. you better work for this.
I don't even remember what age you got a cell phone at.
I was 18.
18?
Yeah, it was my senior year. It was my graduation gift.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't
But
know.
even then, I paid for half of it.
I think I was in 9th grade, so I don't know when that was.
No, that's not too far off. That's 15, 14.
Yeah, 15, something like that.
Yeah.
But before then, like, there was no way. Like, I remember, like, this is going to show how old you and I are. I say that, but I'm only 25. But, like, my stepdad used to have beepers. So me and
Oh,
my
yeah, the
stepbrother.
beepers, man.
Dude, me and my stepbrother used to get, like, his old beepers.
Oh, dude, I was all about the
and
pagers, dude.
clip them.
Yes, I was all about the pagers.
They didn't work.
Yeah, mine never worked, dude. Yeah, mine
But
never
they-
worked. But it was cool.
Yep,
You
it
sitting
was
there
cool.
rocking a pager.
And it lit up. It had the time.
Ooh, I'm getting a page. Hold on a second. I'm getting a page.
13.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
We were rocking that and the Walkman.
Dude.
Yeah, the Walkman, man.
I remember visiting Oklahoma from South Carolina a couple times, and like it would have been so much easier thinking about it. But I remember on the plane, me having like just a CD player with actual CDs that
Yeah.
had to change.
Yeah, they
Oh,
gotta
this is-
change out. Be like, man,
Imagine now.
track 3 was dope, but this artist track 16. Oh, that's. Then you hit the turbulence and it skips a little.
It's so
Yeah,
much
but
easier
not-
now
yeah,
with
not-
YouTube and everything.
Yeah, and we were around. I mean, granted, like you said, we're not that old, but we were old enough. We were young enough to where when the I remember when the Discman first came out, and you couldn't hold the rewind or fast forward button to like fast forward through the track.
Oh,
Remember,
yeah.
if you wanted to like hear a really good part, you had to hear the whole song
Yep.
over and go back. Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
It's
That's
terrible.
why I kept my Walkman with the cassettes. That's the whole reason why I kept it, 'cause I could fast forward and then rewind.
I never had a Walkman.
I had a
don't
lot
think.
of tapes. I had a lot of tapes.
I had a CD player. I never had like an actual like Walkman with like
Yeah,
tapes.
with the cassette.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude. I
cassettes.
remember where did I walk to? I walked to Walmart, and I was I was like 9 years old, and I walked with an old friend of mine named Michael Dunn. Shout out to Michael Dunn. I hope you're doing okay.
Related to Cheyenne Dunn?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. She's hot.
Oh.
Went to high school with her.
Oh. Yeah, no, definitely not her. No, but we walked to Walmart and we got all the change we could, all the money, and we had to share No Strings Attached by
Oh, God.
NSYNC. Yeah, we had to share that cassette
Oh dear God.
for like 2 weeks. And then I forgot what happened. Either we lost it or we got another one. I can't remember what happened. It was so long ago.
I got so many questions. How did you share it? Also, why were you listening to NSYNC?
One, because I was 9 and it was NSYNC. Like, you have to. And,
As an African American male, out of all the artists you were listening to,
I
NSYNC.
grew up in Oklahoma. I was Southernized. That was it. No, but how we shared, he was my neighbor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we just
Hey, you done?
so just every Sunday, walk across to the other person's house, grab it, and
Oh God.
that was it. Then I do remember something. I can't remember why I ended up keeping it, because it was a different reason. But I remember a little bit while after I had it forever. That's when I started working out and trying to box and stuff, and I was the only kid with a stereo in the garage. So I would just put the tape in the stereo. So we ended up sharing it anyways, just permanently at my house.
Dear God.
Yeah, it was a rough time. I'm staring at my wife off camera. She's so beautiful and sickly and pregnant.
Can you push him out of the chair?
Well, Derek, we have something for you to edit.
Where is Derek?
I
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he's a serial killer.
He's a serial killer?
He's got to be a serial killer. Why else would he be in Sayer or whatever the hell he is all the time?
He's still there?
No.
Oh,
No.
oh my god.
I told you, a serial killer. No,
Oh
I don't
my
know,
God.
actually.
I don't even know what Sayer is.
I don't know what's there. I don't know why he's there.
I did not know it was a city until he said it. I had to Google it.
Really?
Yes, I had to Google it. Make sure it was still in the state. Like it's in Oklahoma. There's a Sayer, Oklahoma. So shout out to everybody in Sayer, Oklahoma.
All two of you.
Who's not killing black people, because there's no way black people live in Sayer. Like just the picture I saw, there's no way. There's no way a single person of melanin content lives in that city.
Yeah.
If they do, then like they have like typical jobs like gardening and janitor,
Oh God.
or like just street advice. Like if
Street advice.
yeah, like Sayer PD, if there's a drug outbreak, find the dude.
Find
okay?
Derek.
Yeah, find yeah.
The only black person in your city. Yeah, like I thought okay, so our mom just moved, you know this,
Yeah.
but our mom just moved and she was trying to get a hold of both of us, right? So I went over there and I helped, and then like I came over here and you were like, yeah, he was in Sayer, and I was like, oh, so that's why he wasn't answering none of our calls.
Yeah, he said that he was in Sayer, Oklahoma. Wouldn't tell me what it was for either.
He wouldn't tell me either. I asked him, he was like, so why are you in Sayer? Like 3 or 4 times, and he literally changed the subject every time.
I don't know what's going on over there, because like I know he is a car salesman by
Why
day.
would he be in Sayer? I know.
Yeah, like I know he's a car salesman by day, and like I get it. Some people travel to like pick up different cars and stuff like that, but he's so open about it. He'll be like, "Oh, I'm in Edmond picking up a car. Oh, I'm in Norman picking up a car."
It's super weird with
But he
Sayer.
was like, "I'm in Sayer." For what?
I have my theories.
You have your theories?
Yeah.
Whatever your theory is, I'm ready for it. But just remember, millions of people are going to listen to this.
Hopefully.
At least 3. We got like 4 subscribers.
Oh, okay.
I know one of them's me.
Oh, man, I haven't even described yet.
Oh, oof, rough.
Wow.
You win some, you lose some. It'd be like that sometimes, though. I only subscribed because I was doing the channel, and I was like, oh well, I need to subscribe anyway.
I'll subscribe tonight. Okay, so I think that Derek's either one, a serial killer,
Okay.
like
Very plausible.
definitely dextering people.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I don't think he's a bad serial killer. Like I'm just gonna
Like
kill-
he's doing it for evil.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like he's a like Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is an amazing show.
I haven't watched it.
What's the other one
He has a secret love child
that he sees
in Sayer.
on the side?
Yes.
What the only reason why that would make me mad, because like it's cool. You have a kid, you don't get to see him very often. You're going out your way to go. What would make me mad is that he was ever in Sire in the first place to make this kid.
Okay, I have a theory about that.
Someone
Okay.
used to live there.
Someone used to live there. I don't know who does. I don't know, whatever. But they moved back.
We're gonna have to go to his friends list. We're gonna have to search his friend list. That might be the next episode. It might be a YouTube exclusive, and you're gonna watch us just stalk his Facebook. That might have to be the case, because it's piquing my interest. My interest is piqued.
Dude, it's been peaked for me a while ago. I was even talking to Mom about it yesterday.
I kind of left it alone because I thought it was that whole cult fiasco that he got into.
I had my theories.
Yeah, but
I
he
thought
told me
was
it
that
wasn't.
too.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
told
I
me it
asked.
wasn't. Yeah, he told me it wasn't.
So I don't know. So either he's a cult leader, he has his own section of the cult that's
In
in
Sayer.
Sayer. Yeah, because he's the only black person, so he's going there to recruit other black people.
Or it might be that whole equal rights thing. You know, they just needed a black guy in there.
True,
They're
true.
like, hey, you got to do our Sayer.
Yeah. So
section.
we got cult leader, secret love child, and serial killer. So all 4 of you, vote
Yeah.
which one you think it is.
And then just let us know.
Yeah. I personally want to go with the secret love child, because that way he won't go to jail. But if he is a serial killer, you won't hear us talk about it on next episode.
Yeah. So it'll pretty much be answered for you if we
Yeah.
don't talk about it on the next episode.
Yeah.
Dude, my hamstrings hurt. I can't. I don't know how much longer I can sit.
I'm not
doing
gonna lie,
these
my
hamstrings.
chest like hurts so bad I can't even flex it right now. I have to do back tonight, and I really don't want to.
Yeah, I'm back tomorrow.
What did
Yeah.
you do today?
Hamstrings. I did
Oh,
hamstrings
yeah.
today. Well, because I'm trying that routine. Like, if you listen to the last podcast, or even there was kind of touch on it anyway.
Yeah, I thought you said you were gonna do it Monday though, like at the beginning of the week. But then we
Start
did
the
chest.
start the routine at the beginning of the week. I started with Monday with chest, shoulders, and triceps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I started my routine with that. But yeah, we're just kind of touching on it. We heard about this method of growth and recovery and everything, where it's best to do chest, shoulders, and triceps on the same day. I also heard it was very bad to do big muscle groups back to back. Also with doing shoulders after chest. Very complicated, but I'm kind of condensing it for you guys. So what I thought of doing was the whole entire leg is a real big muscle group.
Yeah.
But you can kind of justify it if you split legs up into 2 days. So I incorporated chest, shoulders, and triceps on the same day. Nothing super crazy. Warm up, and then I usually knock out 1 to 2 workouts for each part of the chest, upper, mid, lower. Shoulders, I'll either isolate or I'll just superset all 3, depending on how much time I have. And then triceps, just normal triceps. You can do 3 tricep workouts and have it be fun. And then Tuesday, today, I did hamstrings. So a lot of...
Is that a penis?
Where?
The little red thing.
I would hope not. It's my kid's toy. But yeah, so Tuesday I just did leg curl, seated leg curl, lying leg curl, RDLs, flexing the hamstring while I did leg presses, all that good stuff. That the glute thing, you know, you have to bend down. I forget what it's called. Back extension, glute extensions, whatever. And then tomorrow we'll be back in buys. Thursday is quads, and Friday I usually do either a rest day or a strict arm day because it's the weekend. I no longer compete, so I don't really have to worry about the size that I'm putting on. Feel like having some bigger arms, so I might just condense that down to its own day.
Yeah. I just restarted working out, so everything's sore.
Yeah.
Every time I work.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, and like,
I wanted to get a full 5 days in last week, but full disclosure, I did 3 days, and after legs, I couldn't move, so I ended up not doing shoulders and arms Thursday and Friday because I'm a little bitch.
understandable.
Yeah.
It's understandable though.
But I gotta start training hard because I have a fight on the 9th.
Yeah, yeah. You have a full-fledged backyard fight.
Yeah. With Derek, the serial killer, so
Yeah,
let's hope he's not an actual serial killer.
yeah. Because we could easily see you die.
Yeah. I mean, maybe. You kind of see what Cejudo did to TJ. I'm thinking that's what's going to happen. Because he
I don't
has
think
to
anyone's
make,
stopping it. I don't think anyone's stopping
he
it.
has to make 145.
Yeah.
So
And he's
good luck.
Sitting around what, like 220? What did he say he was?
I think he was
220 or something like that?
230-ish or something like that.
Dear God, I'm 190.
So imagine him making 145. He's going to cut off his dick, his balls.
I don't know. I'm so scared, like,
And one
for
of his
cutting.
legs.
I'm so scared for cutting this heavy. Like, if I started competing again, I'd have to fight at 170. No way around it. If I go to 155 from 190, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna die.
Dear God.
Yeah.
You're going to be like the Sean Sherk of 170.
Yeah. Oh God. Even worse, I'm Matt Serra.
That's messed up. I love Matt Serra.
I love Matt Serra too. It's just that his build and like how he's just so short is like, God, man. I'm his height. I'm
I
shorter
know.
than him. I'm
You're shorter
5'5".
than him.
Yeah, he's
I'm
5'6".
his height. Yeah.
God, man. Like,
Jesus.
I don't know. I might have to say goodbye to the muscles and
Sean Shark's 5'6", yeah?
I think so.
Yeah, he's 5'6"
5'6"?
too.
I thought he was like 5'7".
No, he's 5'6". That's why he was one of my favorite fighters.
Oh yeah, that's right, because he's so short.
Yeah. He was a wrestler.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought he was like 5'7" or 5'8".
Fucking massive.
Yeah, well, that's what surprised me about Gregor Gillespie or whatever his last name. Gregor.
Oh
Gillespie.
yeah, he's 5'7". Insane.
Yeah, I did not know that, but he hangs with him, man. He looks
Dude.
great.
I forgot that Yancey was at 170 when he fought Cowboy, and that was a 155 fight. Him and Gillespie, that was 155.
Yeah. Yancey was 170 for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't he? Yeah, for like a long
I
time.
wonder if that's his first cut down to 155, because
I want to say it was his second. Because now that you're bringing it up, I think I remember somebody saying something about his return to 155. I could be wrong because I was just going off of like all these blogs and stuff like that, and I could have been seeing like a Cerrone post, and then the Yancey was just in there. I can't remember them all.
yeah.
But I wanna say it was a 155. It was a return.
Probably was.
I don't know. Pretty insane though. And then your boys. I forgot who your boys are. One of them lost, I think, or both of them. Super Bowl's Rams and
Oh, yeah.
Pats.
Both of my picks lost. I was 0-2.
Oh, you were thinking Saints and Chiefs?
Yeah, no. Okay, so my picks to actually go to the Super Bowl
Mm-hmm.
was the Saints and the Patriots.
Mm.
I hate the Patriots. Also, in that same post, I said I hope the Chiefs are going to win.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
I was right about Patriots going, I guess. I mean, I didn't want them to, but it's
Yeah.
Tom Brady.
What kills me is the Drake curse. That's
Yeah.
what kills me. But here's the thing.
They both went overtime.
Here's the thing. Not only did none of the teams hit regulation, if you look at his shirt, the Saints lost first, and it was the first on his shirt.
Really?
Then the Chiefs lost, and the Chiefs was second on the shirt. Pats is third.
Oh, my
So
God.
maybe the Rams were winning it this year.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Who knows?
Shoot, I'm pulling for them guys.
I
For
just want the
sure.
Rams to win because big shout out to Kendall Thompson. He plays for them. Well, he practices with them. I don't think he's gotten any play time.
Practice time? His practice squad? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's on the team in general. I don't know if he's on the practice squad or
Mhm.
what, but he's an LA Ram.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
One of my friends, Kelsey, she went to school in San Antonio with like 3 different players. They all play for the Rams randomly.
Really?
Like Josh Reynolds, he's one of the receivers, and he actually gets legit playing time.
That's kind of how it is with the Clemson alumni, isn't it? 'Cause I saw a lot of Texans at that Clemson Alabama game. I saw like 4 of them. I saw like 4 Texans at the Clemson Alabama game.
I don't know. We usually recruit more from Florida.
Strange.
Yeah. I mean, there's like hotbeds. Like California's a hotbed, Texas is a hotbed,
Mhm.
and then there's like Florida is another hotbed. Those are like the 3 main hotbeds of talent
Yeah,
that
as far as football.
colleges get. Like everyone like always hates everything about Texas in
Mhm.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Every single one of their stars are from Texas. Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Adrian Peterson.
Yeah.
Like everyone who's ever made a big name for themselves at OU went
Yeah.
to Texas.
And speaking of OU, what's that guy's name? Jalen Hearns? Jason Hearns?
Jalen Hurts from Alabama.
Heinz Ketchup?
Hurts. Yeah, he
Yeah.
transferred.
Yeah, he's transferred. He's coming over here. You're you're not a Sooner fan, but
I
at
am.
the same time you're a Sooner fan, if that makes sense.
Clemson and
Yeah, like how do you like
Oklahoma.
how does that
Like
help you?
Clemson's my number 1, and then OU's my number 2. I like both of them, but
Yeah. But like
Um,
with that, like how does Hurt does he change the game?
no.
I'm
really.
not a college guy. I'm not a college buff. I have no idea. Like, does he change the game, or
I
is
mean,
it just kinda
not for
like-
me. Ain't no one beating us, but
Yeah.
ain't no one beating Clemson. I don't think Trevor Lawrence is too good, and I mean he wasn't the starter for Alabama anyways. It's
Yeah.
Tua.
He had the potential though, man. That was crazy.
No, he was the SEC Player of the Year, the year before, or the year that Tua took over in the
Mhm.
national championship game, because he didn't play a great first half. He was the SEC Player of the Year that year.
God,
He's also the only true freshman that ever started for Nick Saban
that's
at
crazy.
Alabama.
See, because with all that stuff, I feel like it's impressive. I mean, I don't think I don't, like I said, I don't know enough to be like, oh, this is a game changer. Oh, this isn't.
No, he is. He's definitely a game changer. Like, he has a chance, I think, to be another Heisman winner.
Yeah, see, and I saw, and see, and I say potential because this is the first time I've ever heard about him, not knowing a whole lot.
Yeah.
But I mean, every time I did hear about him, it's like, oh man, he did so good because Tua, what did he do? Sneeze wrong? Hurt his foot? What did he do?
He hurt his ankle.
That, yeah, something, whatever,
come
something
in.
like that. Yeah, something like that. But yeah, I'm down for him. You know, I'm not a Sooner fan at all, just because when it comes to like teams that I will watch college wise, it's wrestling. So
Yeah.
I'm a cowboy when it comes to my actual team.
When it comes to wrestling, I'm a Cowboy fan as well.
Yeah.
Of course, because Derek went there and everything. But football-wise, I mean, Oklahoma State, I'll support any Oklahoma team, really.
Yeah,
For
I
the
kind of
most
feel
part.
the same way, you know, especially with Tulsa. I just have like a connection with the Golden Hurricanes. Not really a connection, but like I have like a sentiment just because I did all my two-a-days there whenever
Yeah.
I was playing. But yeah, as far as actually following a football team, I'm not.
Clemson's my number one I follow, and then I follow Oklahoma and Oklahoma State still as well.
Yeah,
But, I mean, that's me. I'm a huge football fan, so, like, this comes from someone who has, like, a top 5
yeah.
team. Like, my personal favorite top 5 teams in college and in the NFL, so.
Yeah. All come from there. Oh man.
But, yeah, I guess that'll be it for today, just because it's getting late.
Yeah, it's getting super late. It's like 7 here, which is late for us. So tiring. 7:30. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's even worse.
We're animals!
It's even worse. We're monsters. No, but thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for you guys' patience. We're gonna try to do this every week, like we keep saying. We just have to see. I'm on overnights now. Sam, my wife's really not doing well with this pregnancy, as you can tell by how tired my face is. We're gonna keep trying for you guys. We're gonna try to make a name for ourselves and do all that. But with all that being said, I am Keanu.
I'm
He's Josh. And we'll see you next time.